Hey YouTube friends, this is Purple Cookie 80. I'm just here with your Monday wine or review. Happy Monday. Starts off with Sharon and Victor still kissing. Nikki is calling Jack to see if she can come over, but just to talk as friends. He says okay. As they're hanging up, Ashley comes. Um, he's wondering what she's doing now, and then she has something going on in New York. He said New York. She said New York was did good. She just had no reason to stay tonight. He noticed that she's ignoring her phone call. He see that it's from Tucker. He was like, "Why are you ignoring Tucker's phone call?" She's like, Then it went on. Tucker's calling, and she's like, "Leave me a message." He's like, "No, I'm not doing that anymore, sweetheart." So Eden arrives and Kyle is at the bar, and he's like, "Oh yeah, she's here." Neil runs into Harmony. He wants to talk. She said, "No, I thought we agreed. You go to the left, I go to the right." And that was gonna be it. We're not gonna, have no dealings with her. We need to keep our distance. He said he didn't want her to go. So Phyllis and Nick are at Glowworm, and he's like, Phyllis is like, "I'm spotting. We need to go to the hospital." So they get up and leave. So Neil thinks if he and Harmony sit down and just talk it out, maybe they'll be able to stay in the same room together, not be weird when they're around each other. She gets a phone call before she answers, and says she has to take it, and she walks away. As she's walking away, Sophia comes up with Moses. He didn't want, he couldn't sleep, so she brought him up there. And as they're gooing and guying with Moses, Harmony comes back, but she just looks at him. So Jack tells Ashley about Kyle living and working with Victor now, and he just wished things would be different. And he asks what's going on with her and Tucker, and she kind of avoids his question. Kyle and Eden are talking about him working with Victor and her being in a relationship. And Nikki, she says she's in a relationship, but it's nothing serious. Nikki arrives at Victor's office. She had been knocking on the door for a while, and Nikki and Sharon and Victor had just stopped kissing, and he was like, she was like, "Well, don't you want to get that?" And he was like, "Well, I can tell him to go away if you want me to," but he went to the door, and she was coming in. She was like, "Well, I didn't want anything. I just wanted to," and then she stopped because she saw Sharon there. Harmony walks over to greet Sophia and Moses, and say, "Oh, isn't he the cutest little thing you ever seen, and how handsome he was?" And Sophia's like, "Yes, he is." And she said, "Oh, I know you must be a sucker for him." And so Sophia said sarcastically, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a sucker, and when I fall hard." I guess referring it back to Neil. So Harmony was like, "Oh, okay, well, I gotta go. Something came up, and I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all please take care of each other." And as she, Neil looked at her as she walked away, and Sophia was looking like, what was that look about? So Nikki came to tell Victor about Nick and Phyllis, but Sharon had already told him, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sure she has." So Nikki tells Sharon that she needs to move on and, leave, that situation alone. Ashley tells Jack that Genevieve and Tucker used to be in a relationship, and he was like, "No, they ain't never used to be in a relationship." And she said, "Yes, you do. I seen the picture myself." And he said they've known each other for years, for decades even. And he was like, "What? I mean, I brought her to y'all's wedding. They were about to be in-laws. Why wouldn't she tell me that?" And she was like, "I don't know. He didn't tell me, just like he didn't tell me about him and Sophia, or him still using the woman that was the same face as Patty, the psychologist woman that's a psychologist and all that." She say, she just she say, "I just don't know why he's just not telling me these things. What's going on with him?" So Tucker's at Glowworm. He's getting drunk. Phyllis and Nick are at the hospital. He trying to reassure her that everything is going to be okay. And she says maybe, she wasn't pregnant after all. So Nikki tells Victor to accept the decision his son has made, and Victor knows how to. He said, "I know how to handle my son. I know what I have to do." So Nikki is happy that she tells Sharon, "I'm happy that you have a little project to work on, so your mind won't be all on this and make things easy for you to not worry about Nick and what he have going on." So Nikki leave, and Sharon's like, "No, I didn't regret anything that the kiss I just had with you." So Ashley says that she'll just go stay at the pool house for the night. She gonna go get her some tea. Jack says, no, I'll bring you the tea. And, you know, he starts telling her, she's like, are you trying to push me out? And he was like, well, Nikki's coming by and we're going to talk. We're kind of trying to separate things because, you know, we don't want it to be awkward for Kyle. And she's like, well, of course it'll be awkward. You know, this his mom. They used to be your, you know, your wife. And Nikki is the one that, you know, did what she did, even though it's in self-defense. He not seeing it right now, and, you know, she just said, I hope you and him can work things out, and it's not gonna be easy with Nikki in his life, you know, with Nikki in your life. Kyle and Eden disagree on the song that Kyle decided to put on the jukebox. He kissed her. They decide to go to the ranch and do whatever they gonna do. Harmony is on the phone with her friend, telling her she gonna be okay and all of this, and the friend asks, was she okay? She's like, yeah, I'm alright. I'm not going to fall off the wagon. I'm glad you're going to be okay. Call me back if you need anything. She run into Tucker. He just is drunk. Neil and Sophia are talking about Moses. He's daydreaming. When she asks him a question, she asks him, was he thinking about Harmony? She let him know that she saw him watch Harmony when she was walking away. And she said, I am your wife. And I am asking you do you have feelings for Harmony? And then it skipped back over to Harmony, and Harmony asked Tucker, is he okay? She can tell he's buzzed. She asked Tucker, where is Ashley? Is Ashley there? He's like, Ashley not here. She out of town. She not answering my phone calls. He's like, here I am trying to be on the straight and narrow. I'm trying to be Mr. Perfect, try to do everything the right way. Nobody seems to care that I'm trying to change. He tells her, no, I'm not okay. You know, she says, well, what's wrong with you? Why are you not okay? He said, I miss my wife. And, you know, she tells him that he asked her, why was she there? And he said, well, I had a friend that wanted to, you know, do some drugs, and I talked her out of it. And, you know, I'm just letting her know I'm here to help her. And he was like, oh, I'm happy for you. You've really changed. Look at this woman. You've always been a caring woman. And, you know, he they he falls on her or something, and she's like, you need to leave, you need to get up, let's go. I know you're not thinking about driving. And she said, no, I'm gonna take you home. So she take the keys, she take him home. Ashley says, well, you know, I'll see you later. She get ready to leave. Nikki come in. Jack and Nikki get started talking about their relationship together. Phyllis is still at the hospital crying and complaining about what might happen with the baby. She says, I was looking at my time. Phyllis is prepared for whatever the doctor has to say. Nick is telling her he loves her no matter what. He's just ready to get back to playing video games and eating and having fun and just enjoying her, so it doesn't matter. He still loves her, wanted to be his wife. The doctor comes in. Phyllis is like, go on, break it to me now. Tell me I'm not pregnant. And he's like, no, you're very much pregnant. And she said, well, it probably won't be past tomorrow, you know, saying I guess she thought she lost the baby. Eden and Kyle are at the ranch. They in the bedroom. Eden is nervous. You know, what if somebody catch us? The dog saw us come in, and she just all scared like a little childhood kid. Kyle is like ready to get it going, you know. Jack says he feels like he's getting like Victor in regards to Nikki. He's just like stringing her on or whatever. He got her going through all these changes. He want to be with her, don't want to be with her, so he feels real bad about it. But he said he just wants to have a relationship with his son, and if this mean they gotta cool down, then you know that's just what they have to do. Nikki blames herself because she's like, I'm the one that did that to his mother, so he should be mad at me. He shouldn't be taking it out on you, and you know he blames her for Kyle not having a relationship with Jack, and he was like, well, we saying the same thing, we want the same thing, so I guess we just need to be friends. um so Victor tells Sharon he is glad that she doesn't regret the kiss. He doesn't regret it either. He lets her know that that was a one-time thing, though. It's not going to happen again. She says she should do whatever she wants to do because people are going to criticize her anyway, so why not just have fun doing it, you know? So Victor's like, I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want nobody else to be hurt. You know, this is, this is not something I don't think is going to be a good idea. So many words. And so she said, who cares what other people think? And, I just want us to, be together and not have to worry about nobody. And he was like, well, if this is something you really want to do. So Harmony and Tucker arrive at Tucker's place. They talking about Ashley and him being married, and you know, how he just don't even know if marriage was right for him because anything he do is just wrong, and he can seem like he can't have friends, or his past always coming back and all of that. So Harmony's like, well, you gonna be okay, and don't worry about it. And she's like, well, I gotta leave, I gotta go. And he's like, why are you so sad, Candy Cane? I guess that's what he used to call her back in the day. He said, I don't want to see you sad, I don't like to see you sad. So he started kissing on her, and she's trying to fight it, and she's refusing. She's like, no, Tucker, no, you drunk. Quit, stop. And he was like, no, Candy Cane. And he just kissing on her and telling her how much he care about her. And she finally give in, and they start kissing and carrying on. The doctor tell Phyllis that the baby is fine, nothing wrong with the baby. He's just gonna do her ultrasound and the blood work and get her vitamins, and then she'd be ready to go home, and she just need to rest and everything gonna be fine. So her and Nick are loving it, carrying on and congratulating each other. So Eden and Kyle are still in the bedroom at Victor's ranch, and she's saying, well, how do I look? And he like, you look beautiful. What's wrong? You scared? You all right? He asking her, she's scared, and he just come back. I swear he. Okay, never mind. She asking him, and she older than him because he was just 10 when he left last month. Okay, anyway, Victor say, so what's next for us? What we gonna do next? And Sharon was like, well, we just gonna do it and forget what people have to say about us. Jack and Nikki kiss goodbye. They both hate to say goodbye to each other. Nikki leaves. Jack is like real hurt, because he really wants to be with her. Sophia wants an answer. She's like, I want an answer. The waitress is gone. Moses is asleep. Do you have feelings for Harmony? So he just kind of, put his head down, looking sad and depressed, and he's like, yes. And so she just hurt. She just started crying. She's real hurt. So Harmony and Tucker, they just doing their thing, pretty much in Tucker's bed. And all of a sudden, Ashley walk in, and Harmony jumps up, and Tucker's like, oh my God, what have I done? And so then it goes off. Um, Tomorrow, Jack is supposed to have Tucker at his door, and he's like, what are you doing here after what you did to my sister? Um, uh, Sophia tells Neil, I'm your wife, you supposed to tell me stuff like this. And Harmony is at the AA meeting, and Nikki and Catherine are there, and she's like, I slept with the married man, and I did it on purpose or something like that. So that's what's gonna happen tomorrow. That's today's review. I feel better, you guys, a little better. So you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow with Tuesday's review. Okay, you have a great day.